And just like that, everybody, we are back. We are back. We are back. Welcome to another episode of My Soul DNA. I am your host, and this week I got one of the homies I was introduced to from another close homie of mine. And when I tell you this man has sneaks, when he told me when he started collecting, I knew it. And then he brings out stuff that I forgot about. He brings out stuff that you see in the East Bay magazines. For everybody that's been in the culture long enough to know what East Bay magazine is, you know. Just know that this man got it. So definitely want to introduce the homie Al. Al, man, what's up with you?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing, homie?
You already know it, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Been wanting to get you on this episode for a while, man. So we finally here.
For sure, man. I feel honored, man. Thank you for inviting me.
You already know it. For everybody that's been tuning in, My Soul DNA, it's a platform I like to get on here. I like to converse with fellow sneakerheads. When you started collecting, I want your favorite sneakers. I want some of your worst stories, your best stories, your beaters. I kind of just want to know what made up your sneaker DNA. So,
okay.
Yeah. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it. From jump, like what got you into collecting from the beginning?
Well, I could say I was inspired by my aunt, my youngest aunt on my father's side, her and her boyfriend. You know, my aunt had every color of 5411 Reeboks back in the day. My aunt was the chick in the late 80s with the big gold door knocker.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the 80s drip. She had the drip, her and her boyfriend. So like if you know what the 5411 is, if you don't know, it's the Reebok workouts.
Yeah.
They came with the strap. They used to cost $54.11. So
I didn't know that. I knew the name, but I didn't know exactly where they came from.
Yeah, they were $54.11. That's probably my first sneaker because that's the first sneaker I can remember.
Okay.
So she had them in every single color. And her boyfriend used to wear Elise's. He used to wear sneakers, he used to wear Elise's and Air Max. So that kind of inspired me to get into the sneakers real heavy, starting as a youth.
Word up. And when was that? How long ago that was?
I gotta say about 89, 88 when I first started really noticing sneakers.
Yeah. I know you told me like you started collecting what, like 98 or so?
98, I started collecting. That's when I started. That's when I hopped off the porch.
What kind of pushed you into that? Was it like you finally was able to, save your money up to start getting what you wanted? Or was it, your parents finally was like, okay, well, we're gonna start buying you some, this type of sneakers or whatever it was? What was it that kind of pushed you into that outside of your aunts, you know what I'm saying, 5411s and her boyfriend's Maxes and whatnot?
Well, back in those days, my mother, she'd just buy you one pair of shoes a year.
Okay.
So I was old enough. I was old enough to start working, but I was still underage, and the only jobs you can get back then were like helping deliver newspapers.
Yeah.
So I helped deliver newspapers for like $75 a week, and for a 13-year-old, that's a lot of money. Especially in the 90s.
Yeah, bro, that's big money.
And we was in middle school, and we'd have these East Bay magazines, and everybody was like, "Yo, that's hot. That's hot. I gotta have this." And I'll never forget it. It was Tim Hardaway had a sneaker out at the time called the Zoom T-Bug Flight.
I remember those.
And in the magazine, the Jordan 13s was in there. I said, I got to have those.
Which was it? What was it? The OG, the white, black, and red? He got game?
It was the Flints.
Okay, Flints. Okay.
It was the Flints because the low top the low top navy and Carolina blue were in there, and the low top chutneys were in there too.
I remember those.
Yeah, so
them East Bay magazines were so classic, bro. Like,
right. Man, the 13, that's a special shoe because it's the first Jordan I ever bought. So,
Okay.
and then it's probably one of the best Jordans to play in too. The Zoom,
Yeah.
especially the OG pair, the Zoom on the inside,
Yeah.
and it was lighter. It was lighter than most shoes at the time too.
Yeah.
So it's a
It
beast.
it seems like, I mean, I don't know. Like it seems like even the new ones, they aren't as, they of course aren't constructed as good as they were back in the day when they first dropped. But
Right.
it seemed like the older ones were, like you said, they were lighter. I mean, they just felt better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was lighter than, most shoes in the late 90s were heavy.
Yeah.
So you have a 13. I don't know if you notice the playability of the 13, but you see a lot of big guys wear the 13.
Yeah.
Forwards wear it because it was that versatile. Like it's one of the, I say the Jordan 13, one of the best shoes ever. It really was.
For sure, for sure. So with that, you've been collecting since 98. So
Right.
are you into like trading heavy, selling heavy, or are you more so into keeping most of what you got?
I'm into keeping most of what I have now because
Okay.
I lost some stuff over the years, then my feet grew
Yeah.
over the
Yeah.
years, and I couldn't keep nothing 8.5. I did keep one size 9 shoe. I did keep one size 9 shoe for high school, and it's in my top 5. I just couldn't let it go, man. I couldn't let it go. I still have it. So
Oh yeah, we need to make sure to see that. It's in your top 5. So
yeah.
everybody watching, we definitely gonna tune into that to see what that is. So with you, of course, like you said, your foot grew and all of that. So about how many pair would you say you have at the moment?
Maybe between 250, 3.
I knew it. I knew you were up there. I knew if you would have asked me, I would have bet like above 300 without question. When's the last time you've actually counted, or do you not do that?
I haven't counted since I moved.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to do a recount soon. But the last time we was at the other house, it was maybe around 278 and 279. That's in the house, so that's not counting storage.
And when was that?
I want to say about 6 months ago.
278. Come on now. Come
Yeah.
on now. we both know, and you said in the house, not including storage. We both know that you picked up 22 pair of kicks in the last 6 months. Like,
yeah.
That's yeah. So okay, so we know that you're above 300. What is that sneaker that right now that you're putting on? It's kind of like your go-to, that beater sneaker that no matter what, or no matter where you're going, in and out, or you just kicking it. What's that beater sneaker that you got?
OG LeBron 3.
Black and gold too.
Black and gold, man, from 06.
Black and gold. Oh, so from 06, is that still wearable?
This is actually still wearable, man. I actually bought this off eBay. This was an eBay pickup.
Recently?
Recently. I picked it up maybe 8 months ago. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I was talking, me and the guy was going back and forth on eBay. He was like, he always kept it in temperature controlled storage.
Yeah.
So I don't have an OG box. Only paid $30 for it.
What?
Yep. Materials just as raw. You still can see the good suede on it. You still can see the insole.
Wow.
And they don't even make sneakers like this, but I wear it to the grocery store. I'll be wearing this sneaker everywhere. Everywhere I'm not going, like if I'm doing like little errands, you'll see me at the post office with these, or at the grocery store with these.
Bruh, like, if like, first of one, I got the black and red joints. Black and red.
Oh man.
OG black and red. And they still DS. I don't really see at this point. I've never unlaced them or anything like that. So I don't see those being, definitely not gonna be be able to be worn after not being stepped on or nothing. But you definitely winning with them black and gold joints. So we got your beater, man. What's the most you paid for a pair of sneakers?
230.
$230. So you don't do the super hyped up retail price or above retail price.
No, but I might do my first one soon. I found some Kobe wrenches for $4. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the bread, man.
Kobe, where at? What on what?
Go.
Okay, never mind. So I was going. That's what I was going to say to check, because right before that last restock happened and I hit on them, they were on GOAT, I think, for 360. And I was about to pull the plug, pull the trigger on that, but I hit on that restock. So yeah, I mean, any and everybody that know me know them Kobe Grinches, you know, they do something to my heart. So ain't nothing wrong with dropping that 4 on those. Like, yeah, I feel it.
And see, I almost had a pair for cheaper one time. This guy on Facebook Marketplace,
Yep,
he had them for $260. Yeah, I think him and his girl had broke up, and she was trying to make him get his stuff out the house. He said he needed some money. He was like, "You give me $260, you could take them right now." I flew to where he was at, and he gave somebody else the deal too. I was so upset.
Come on, bro.
Drove 32 miles for nothing. Drove all the way to Sanford. I was so heated. So yeah, I'm still in the market for the Kobe Grinches. Yeah, still in the market for it. Yeah,
you'll get them. Those
it'll come.
Those are something you gotta have as a sneakerhead, somebody in the sneaker community. You gotta have them Kobe Grinches. So you said 230. What's the most you sold a pair of sneakers for?
I sold the Pirate Black 2.0 Yeezys.
Yeah.
For $1,000.
Yeah. Now, do you have any Yeezys to keep?
No, I don't have any Yeezys right now currently, no.
Okay. I don't have any either. Wave Runner is supposed to be restocking sometime in March.
I should have kept that one. I gave my nephew all my Yeezys because he wanted to start a sneaker collection. You know, he new school, so you know, I give, you know, you always get it back. So
facts.
Yeah, I helped him start his collection. He's like 50 pairs strong now.
Facts. And what grade is he in?
He's in the 9th grade. He's
let's go. Let's go. See, and that's the thing too. I say with my daughter, you know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, getting her into sneakers, or son, if and when we have a son, like, it's gonna do something pride-wise, bruh, to like look and see in their closet like 20, 30, 40 pair, and they like in the 8th grade, 9th grade. Like, it's gonna do something to me, bruh. But that's dope. That's cool. You gave those, you know, pass those Yeezys on. So what's that sneaker that you don't have right now? We talked about sneakers that we gotta have. What's that sneaker that you don't have right now that would be on your wish list tip top if they were able to be produced tonight, set up tonight, shipped to you overnight, and on your porch in the morning, man? What's that one sneaker that you gotta have?
That Kobe 7 Supreme.
The cheetah joint?
Christmas Day, yes.
Okay.
I would like to have that in my collection, man. Like,
okay. Is that, you know, you would know, because obviously that's the sneaker that you want. What are they going for now on like resale sites, StockX, stuff like that?
more than what I'm willing to pay.
Hey, look, you know it's real when you ask somebody something and you get a bruh, I can't even answer that right now, bruh. It's that much. So were they sought after like that when they dropped?
Let me tell you about that. So when that because I think they had another pair called the Snow Leopard.
Okay.
I remember all the little animal colorways,
Yep.
but they really wasn't super sought after, and that's the sneaker regret that I have, because I had opportunity to grab these shoes
Mm-hmm.
and didn't grab them,
Mm-hmm.
and now they gonna cost an arm and a leg, especially at
Mm-hmm.
7.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask, but you already told me. You said Flint's probably your best, your favorite shoe ever. The Flint 13s.
It's I don't rank my top 5,
Okay.
but it's up in there though.
Okay. 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 So, like, give me a story, right? Like a sentimental story, something that pulls at your heartstrings, or you waited in line forever to get this shoe, or you wanted this shoe for years and you finally came across it. Like, what's a story that you got of finally getting something that you want?
I got plenty, but I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose a meaningful one though. 1995. We'll go back
Okay.
95, 96. 96 was a good sneaker year. You know, you had a lot, especially that All-Star game, a lot of kicks. You had the Grant Hills,
Okay.
the what else was in there? The Columbia 11s,
Oh wait.
the Sean Kemp's Kamikaze 2,
Yep.
crazy stuff. But anyway, Reebok Shaq Gnosis. I seen Shaq wearing them,
Yo.
seen them for the first time. I was like, yo, where can I find those? I was like maybe 11. I think I was like
Yep.
11 when that shoe dropped. Big, then big, then big. My mom, she was like, I'm not buying you them shoes. I'm just like, I wanted them so bad. So I didn't get them. They finally retro for the first time in 2013.
Yep.
And I went berserk. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I finally get them. So I ran to Jimmy Jazz. They didn't sell out, but they kind of lasted. They kind of hung around a little while, but it wasn't an instant sellout.
Yep.
But it was an instant sellout on Reebok.com.
Uh-huh.
So I missed the Reebok.com drop. I went to Jimmy Jazz and Cary when the Cary Mall was open.
Okay.
Copped it. It came in a blue box.
Is it close? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wore it down. But that one actually ripped on me. I wore it so much. Yeah, I wore it so much the bottom came off. So I was like, man, I kept trying to find another pair on eBay. So by the time I looked for another pair, resale was at $300. I'm like, who's selling Shaqs for $300, man? Let me get a pair for like at least $150.
Yeah.
So January of 2020, they re-released again, man.
Yeah.
January 1st, 2020. Got them. I was able to finally pick them up. I was so happy. I said, I would never let these go. And I haven't worn these as much. It was childhood too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they were featured in, you know, Will Smith was wearing them in Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Shaq was wearing them in the commercials and the hypnosis commercial. Yeah, like that was childhood. That was like a magical time where sneakers dropped, because everybody dropped some heat that year.
Yeah.
Because Frank Thomas dropped this Big Hurt and Shaq Gnosis came out the same week.
I
got the Big Hurt over there somewhere. The Big Hurt is over there in the cut. But those two shoes was like instant. Like, I need those.
Yeah. Checking your Instagram, checking your YouTube videos. You all about, what's your motto, man? Sneakers get worn every day around here, B.
Yep, kicks get rocked every day, man.
Yeah, kicks get rocked. So I already know, I ain't even gotta ask you, Team Rock. Like, what is your train of thought when it comes to putting on sneakers? Is it like, I'm buying them on Saturday, they're gonna be on feet next week? Is it, I'm buying them on Saturday, let me do my sneaker review on them, and then I'm putting them back in the box and I'll wear them at some point? or like what's your train of thought when it comes to a new pair of sneakers and getting them on foot?
I'm trying to get better at rotating sneakers.
Yeah.
And my motto, we just said my motto. I used to stock. I'm not gonna hold you. I used to stock until I started losing a lot of sneakers. Sneakers start crumbling.
Facts.
So I'm more with enjoying the moment. So what I do now, especially with YouTube, I do a review on the sneaker and maybe try to wear it. I try not to hold it no longer than a month before I put it on.
Okay.
That's what I did with the Grant Hill 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
I finally wore it today.
Okay.
And I had it for like a month, a little over a month, because if I show you, because I don't think we got to the top 5 part yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. But one of my oldest sneakers crumbled in the front. And that was a sneaker that I kept stock. I just kept the stock, didn't wear it, maybe wore it like twice, and then second wear, it crumbled. So it taught me to, when I get these sneakers, live in that moment. Rock it, because it's not gonna last forever.
For real.
Like, I lost a whole lot of my collection stuff just sitting.
Like, so what'd you do? Like, when you put them on, they crumble. Did you take them off and throw them away? Did you take them off and like be pitiful for a week just looking at them and then throw them away, or sell them, or what? Like, what'd you do with them?
Depending on what the shoe was, like, I had one that's crumbled in the front. I just won't let it go for nothing. Like, that's because I have the original box. I still got the original receipt. Like, again, it's in my top 5, and I'm just not ever gonna let that shoe go, because it's a story behind that shoe too, and how I picked it up, and then what it means now. So it's a very meaningful pair, and I just cannot let it go. They retroed a few years ago, and nobody cared. And I wish I still had the retro, so I could finally let these rest all the way.
Yeah.
But this shoe is museum status for me now, though. So
okay, I definitely need to see what that is. So let's get into it.
Okay.
This is what people tune in for. This is like the creme de la creme. 300 plus sneakers. We know you at 300, at least 300. And I've asked you to narrow down literally your top 5, all of your Maxes, all of your Jordans, everything. What are those top 5? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of My Soul DNA. Make sure y'all hit that like button and leave me a comment. Hit that subscribe button right here. Check out a couple more of my videos right here. And definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting and you know when the next video drops.